Welcome in. This is going to be an intuitive channeled reading using watercolor. I just got done finishing up the last two videos, and we're just going to do signs as I feel called to it. So, Gemini. So the number 6 is significant. Change in finances for sure. There could be something about family money. And then I heard one bleeding into the other. Maybe this is in regards to an inheritance. And then I'm hearing genetic. You haven't quite gotten to the bottom of something, Gemini. I was like, each painting so far has been completely different, you guys. I feel like Gemini's is leaning more towards abstract. Okay, I'm getting balloons. So there might be a celebration coming up. They're saying you don't expect this one. So while you have your birthday in June, there's also something around your birthday that's significant. An unexpected celebration, Gemini. This could be a celebration of life, like a passing of a loved one. I think it's a thing to not release balloons, right? It's not good for the environment. Pretty sure. Don't quote me. I heard quantum entanglement. Okay. So maybe there's an ancestor that's trying to connect with you, and there's some kind of burden or something that hasn't been quite put to the grave. They were also talking about not getting to the bottom of something, and the roots are kind of highlighted over here. So at first I was getting a snake, and then I started getting the caterpillar from Alice in Wonderland. Gemini, you usually like to ask a lot of questions. Geminis are naturally curious. But there's something that you're not looking at. I don't know if it's an avoidance, but you're not asking enough questions here. Is that why the caterpillar got frustrated with Alice? Because she was curious, she was looking, didn't know what she was looking for. And then she just ended up getting in quite a bit of trouble because her thoughts kind of just like ran wild with the environment. There's something about that here, Gemini. You might not realize how much your thoughts are controlling your situation and the things around you. And then I saw like a puff of smoke and the caterpillar disappearing. Do you remember that end? Where he puffs the hookah a lot. You might actually be looking for something to quiet your mind, Gemini, because your mind is moving at a fast pace. And so keeping your brain busy with something that you can basically obsess and fixate on would be the best option for you. For example, like this, or knitting. I'm also hearing like working on cars, because I feel like, I don't know, if you like project cars, that can be endless, right? I know a lot of people like that. A practical hobby. If you're a Gemini that's kind of witchy, same thing. Like you might be looking into making your own dried herbs, blends, teas, making blankets, candles, canning. I was feeling like stress in the hands. And so you might be getting like hand cramps or needing like a massage, or it could also be the way that you sleep. Okay. I have that sometimes too. Depends how stressed I am and if I'm not getting my stress out. And I sleep really weird. And I'm hearing the song Bones. And this song would speak of having a strong foundation. It keeps pointing me to a cemetery. You're having like a lot of ancestral past life, not even just like, I want to say, yes, past life, but also just past grief coming up to the surface. Someone that you were connected to or tied to family roots. I got this for another reading too, but they're wanting me to word it differently. So it was talking about energetic portals, but for this one, I'm getting more about like fae traps. If you don't know what that is, go look it up. And then I got an image of Winnie the Pooh with Christopher Robin sitting at a tree. I don't know what episode it was, but I'm sure he's doing that a lot, right? They're in a forest. Okay, I'm getting quite a few messages. So you could be a Gemini that struggles with bipolar, a mood disorder, something like that. Take what resonates, right? But they're talking about manic episodes, or you could be dealing with someone that does. Because there's something about this picture, like starting off, I don't know, kind of celebratory and colorful, and then it gets dark. And so there might be something that swings, is what I'm hearing. And then I'm seeing receipts, and they're saying buyer's remorse. So maybe double check spending. Gemini, you could be dealing with someone that comes towards you with like a gift or what you think is a positive thing or celebratory thing, but turns out to be kind of a trap. A hidden saboteur. We haven't even gotten over there yet. I don't even know what's going on with this painting, to be honest. Gemini, you never really had a problem with fitting in. It's more like feeling like people actually know you. But then there's a thing where you're kind of one of those signs where your journey is to kind of get to know yourself through that curiosity. Whereas others, especially the younger new generation, they say know themselves a lot more. Like for me, I would describe my life experience as kind of walking into a memory and having a lot of deja vu. And I know it's not like that for everyone, but I have like an extreme spiritual experience tie compared to, I feel like, the average person. And it's been off and on throughout my life. There was a time where it was like stagnant or dormant. Oh, it kind of looks like a kitty. Then I saw a gray cat. So I'm seeing like these blue flowers, but they look like stars. We just won't talk as much in Gemini's read, apparently. Since you're looking for new ways to soothe your brain. ASMR is also something that people like. I keep getting like images from the Goofy movie. One where they're on a road trip with their dad. And they're singing that song, The Open Road. Does anyone know? This could have something to do with looking more into the father lineage and that side of the generation. And if it's not for like emotional, mental purposes, like to get closure, it would be maybe for health. I feel like I want to go over some of these with something else besides watercolor. And then I'm hearing the song Roxanne. I don't know what this is. I got a few images, but I was getting Winnie the Pooh again, and then I heard I can't find my glasses. So, maybe that's significant. Maybe you need to get your eyes checked. Maybe you lose your glasses. And then I got like an image of Velma as well. Always seems to be at the most vulnerable, important moments too, right? There's something about overstimulation here, Gemini, that could be ultimately slowing you down. So you might be trying to move faster than necessary when you should be trying to find ways to rest your mind. Where you might be a Gemini that tends to overstimulate, whether it's consuming stimulants or external stimulants like scrolling or watching TV, like watching YouTube. Maybe take a break every so often. Do I have any more messages for Gemini? Getting mostly like just abstract images. I think that's all the messages I have for you, Gemini. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're interested in an in-depth personal reading, go ahead and check out my links. Until next time, bye.